Flop. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hello, and welcome to the stream. Today is Monday, July 12th, 2021, and I am DSP, and I welcome you here to my first of two streams for the day. A full... Excuse me, that was disgusting. Right in the middle of me talking, a burp came out. I did not even know it was coming. That was absolutely revolting, and I apologize. Wow, that was bad, and I'm very sorry. So let's try this again. A full day of streaming. Yes, folks. Actually, my next to last day, tomorrow is my last consecutive day of streaming, and then Wednesday is my day off for the week. So I welcome you here. How you doing? I hope I find you all well. Today is an exciting day for multiple reasons. Great streams coming up. I got some interesting news, I guess I should say, to talk about today on the pre-stream. So a lot of gaming news actually today, which is a rarity these days, but a lot for this random day in July. And of course, as you guys know, I've been alluding to something overnight on my social media, my Twitter account. Been saying possibly today there will be a surprise for the streams. And yes, there may be a surprise. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit here, because I know you guys are eagerly anticipating. You want to know what the surprise is. Well, so do I. So I'm going to talk about it in just a little bit. All right? And don't worry. No, I'm not going to keep you in monstrous suspense. In fact, I'm going to get to it relatively soon here. Just a couple quick things that I want to talk about before we get to that. Okay? So, welcome to the Fallout New Vegas gameplay stream. Alright, I am excited for this, obviously, because we had a very successful Fallout New Vegas marathon back on Saturday. Roughly 7 hours of gameplay. If I actually add it together, I think it was, I want to say it was 5 to 6 videos, and each video was a little over an hour, and 2 of them were about an hour and a half, so it probably was a little over 6 hours of gameplay. Would have been more, but we spent a lot of time with the new show, Feasting with the King. Took an hour of the show, or an hour of the stream, I should say. So, but we made great progress when we played on Saturday. I mean, we were on the strip, we were doing a bunch of stuff for the Atomic Wrangler, as well as the Followers of the Apocalypse. We ended up going off on a side tangent quest to Jacobstown, which was very entertaining. Did all the Jacobstown stuff, and then we ended up working for the NCR, because we started exploring the edges of the map and found Bitter Springs, which is an NCR camp that's in a lot of problems, and they send you to 3 other NCR camps to do little mini missions. Once you complete all those missions, then you can do the big Bitter Springs mission, and it's actually, basically, you know, it was a very eventful day. We got a lot done, and it was very entertaining, okay? Also, we did Helios 1, I even forgot about that, and led to the chaos of the Legion killing off all the NCR people around Helios 1, which is a big mess. The game wanted us to talk to a chunk of meat for a mission, which didn't work out too well. So, it was a very good stream. And I really like this run of Fallout New Vegas, probably more than any other run of that I've done before of Fallout, quite frankly, because it's interactive, it's fun, and we have a good chill time together. And I'm very much looking forward to today's stream, okay? I think this is going to be a great stream. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. 3+ hours of Fallout New Vegas here on this gameplay stream, okay? Now, the things I want to talk about before we get to the surprise. The first thing is I would like to direct your attention to the top of the stream. If you take a look at the total members, we're now at 189 out of 200, and you may have noticed we went down a couple, alright? So, the deal with this is as follows. We're so close to hitting the monthly goal. So close, okay? But the problem is we get close, and then all of a sudden, the memberships stall for a couple of days, and then the memberships dip. And I don't know what it is that I can do to try to convince those of you who have not become channel members to do so, because there's more incentive to become a channel member here on YouTube than there ever was on Twitch. It's cheaper. You get more things out of it. Just think about it. Highlighted name in the stream chat. You get the same crown you used to get to show you're a member from Twitch. You get access to all of the emotes, and more emotes unlock the more people who become members. You bypass the slow mode in the chat, which is actually a huge feature. You don't have to abide by the slow mode rules if you become a member here. And like I said, it's cheaper than it was on Twitch. So it's like all these things you can do, all these things you get as a benefit for becoming a channel member. But we keep getting so close to hitting the goal, and then we dip. And now here's the thing. I just said this yesterday. I'll reiterate myself. We are coming up to the point of the month where it's the anniversary of where I started streaming on YouTube a couple months ago. What's going to happen is people did not set up for auto-renew, and we're going to get another giant dip in memberships if people don't become members now. And then we're going to dip down to like 160, and now we're back to the drawing board right where we started. Okay? So please, if you have not become a channel member yet, and for some odd reason you're holding out, now is the time. We only need 11 members today, okay? And then we'll hit the goal for the month. What happens if we hit the goal? We lock into a special marathon event, which you guys are going to determine what that event's going to be. Will it be an Indies marathon, a retrospective marathon event? Will it be a Rageathon? Perhaps one of the ideas people had is a Game Pass marathon, where people will go on Game Pass and pick several games off of Microsoft Game Pass, and I'll play those games in a marathon setting. It's up to you. I'm okay with whatever. But in addition, it's going to be the second episode ever of Feasting with the King, the new show that premiered during the marathon on Saturday. You guys loved this premise of me sitting down and trying cuisine and having a full meal with you, talking not only about my meal experience, but also answering your questions and interacting. You loved the show and want another one. So by hitting the members goal for the month, we're confirming and locking in that this will happen sooner rather than later. Okay? So please, right now we have over 300 people on the stream, but we only have 189 members. Come on. Do it. Just do it. Don't ask questions. Smash that membership button. I don't even know if there's a membership button on YouTube. I'm just being stupid. Smash it. Smash the membership button. Become a member today. We have to hit this goal. Come on. If there's ever a reason to do so, do it now. The Skyward Sword is coming up on Friday. I know there's 11 people watching this channel who like Zelda, and you want to be able to talk as much as you want during the Zelda playthrough. Become a member. Do it. Or I'm going to flip my chair in insane rage right now. Don't make me flip my chair. Okay. Anyway, so that's really one of the things I wanted to say. The other thing I want to say is, guys, please, if you like my streams, if you like my content, if you support me, please tip me in the next week to week and a half until I get paid by YouTube. All right? So basically I confirmed behind the scenes what I owe bills-wise, and I need to have enough to pay my mortgage in just 3 days. Then I need to raise funds to pay 2 utility bills and a back taxes bill all before the 21st. Okay? It sucks, but that's my life right now. Once I get to the 21st, things will be a little better. I'll get paid for the month for YouTube and everything. But I need help with tips right now. Absolutely 100%. That's why my tips goals are $200 a stream, which I know is astronomical, but I need the support. I can't go without it. If I don't, I can't pay these bills. You know? I just can't. I don't know what else to do. This is the situation I'm in. I need your help. So please, if you can, please tip me on a stream today. Any little bit helps. Don't think that, oh man, because Phil needs $200 on this stream. If I give $1, it doesn't help. Absolutely, it helps. That's how it works. It's called crowdfunding. It's a bunch of people all giving a little bit, and it adds up, and it helps out. So please, if you can, please tip me during a stream. I'm not asking for anyone to go to beyond their means. I'm not asking for anyone to go crazy here. What I am asking for is, if you like the content and you want to help me out, please do if you can. All right? You can tip me by looking at the description of this stream. You look at the description of the stream, all right? Or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either or, all right? Fair enough? Okay. Join as a member is how I should be saying it. Someone is criticizing me and saying the best way to say it is join. Become a member. Join the channel. Okay, maybe I'll start saying that. Join the channel. All right, if you can, please join the channel. We only need 11 more. Seriously. Only 11 more. Okay, then. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have news stories. I have stuff I want to talk about on the pre-stream, but I want to get to the subject at hand, the surprise I've been alluding to. I want to let you guys know what's going on. But first, I hear a noise outside, so let me go check on it. Oh, my God. God. Holy shit. Wow. I can't believe it. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll give me just a couple moments, I have to go wrestle 3 elephants that are standing outside on their back legs, spraying water into the air, and they're making a big mess. I have to go outside and I have to fight them. Okay. All right. In reality, if you guys give me a minute, I'll go check on something. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue. All right. And this is pertaining to what we're talking about. So give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. Oh my God. What an ordeal. So I went out there, and immediately one of those elephants blasted me point blank in the face with its trunk. And oh my God, I never knew the water pressure that could come out of an elephant's trunk. It knocked me on my ass right into the bushes. So I had to run inside and I had to grab. Luckily we have a bag of peanuts that we like to put out for birds. So I grabbed the bag of peanuts and I started throwing the peanuts. And, whew, luckily I was able to lure the elephants away from our little community here with these peanuts. And thank God. Oh my God, man. So I'm like out of breath. I'm seriously out of breath. It was so okay. Now anyway, in the meantime, while all that was going on, USPS drove up. Yes, USPS drove up and delivered a package. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will now reveal, because now it is official. This is why I couldn't actually reveal to you what was going on until this very morning, and it's just a complete coincidence that this happened during the pre-stream because I had no idea it was going to. Alright, so, we've been talking recently, haven't we? We've been talking about my content, we've been talking about the future of my content. In particular, there was something that happened in the last month that I was like, damn, that's really awesome news, but sadly, it doesn't seem like it's going to really affect me. There's nothing I can really do about it at this point in time. And what I've told you is that several people in the last month have contacted me behind the scenes of the streams, basically saying that they like my content, they're huge fans, they want to help me out if they can, and they really want to add to the content of my stream, so they're going to do so. 4 people contacted me, 3 people were trolls, 3 people were complete, dishonest, lying pieces of garbage who were basically just trying to string me along and waste my time. Now the thing is, I'm used to this. This happens all the time. People contact me behind the scenes, oh Phil, I'm a big fan, I want to help you out, and they're just trolling me because they think it's funny. It's not. It's fucked up when someone actually is in a situation where, like, you know, they need help with something, or, you know, you're offering them something, a possibility of improvement, or something that's a big positive, and then you mess with them because you think it's funny. Oh yeah, it's real funny to get someone's hopes up who's thinking about the positive stuff for the future, and then you just fucking shit all over them, right? And there was one person who actually strung me along for 2 weeks. And the thing is, I'm not like I used to be. Like, I used to be like, oh, I believe everything. I'm not gullible anymore. I'm way more skeptical than gullible at this point. Like, anyone who says anything like that, I just don't believe it. I'm like, whatever, you know, I'll follow along with it, and if it ends up being something positive or true, great, but in the 99 out of 100 times, it's going to be bullshit, okay? So, I was contacted by many people behind the scenes saying they all wanted to get me an Xbox Series X. Well, one person in particular contacted me about a week to a week and a half ago and had this unique story. I'm not going to say the person's name, nor am I going to say anything specific about them because I don't want them to be identified, okay? But essentially this person had said that last year, during the launch of the Xbox Series X, they had purchased one because they were on the fence about if they actually wanted to do it or if they wanted to continue to be a PC gamer. I guess this person is a PC gamer. And sadly, over the course of the last year, what's happened is so much info has come out that basically all the games that are going to be like Microsoft exclusives are going to be PC as well. So being that this person was a PC gamer, it really didn't benefit them to have the Xbox Series X. And apparently they had aspirations, they were going to give it to someone or whatever. It's just been sitting around for, 8 months now? Unused, unsealed, you know? And so they offered to send it to me. And I was like, again, I'm skeptical. I'm like, this is going to be, being 100% truthful with all of you. I've completely expected this was going to be, someone was going to send me the Xbox Box of Rocks. Do you guys remember the joke that I made last year? When all the content creators and influencers on the internet were getting free consoles like candy, and they were all posting up their pictures. Oh, look, I get my free console. I get my free console. Well, I posted up, I got my free console, and it was a box of rocks. The Xbox Box of Rocks, the new console, right? So I honestly thought this is what I was getting. I thought I was going to be opening a box and getting a box of bricks or rocks, or open it up and a glitter bomb explodes in my face and permanently dyes my face with like non-washable ink, and now I have like disgusting blotches all over my face for the rest of my life. You know, who knows? You never know with these fuckers. They're really disgusting people, a lot of these trolls, okay? So, I thought the whole thing was fake. And then all of a sudden, late last week, this person sent me tracking info stating, hey, I actually shipped it today and it's coming to you early next week. Here you go. And I looked at it, I was like, wow, this person actually went out of their way to ship something. This wasn't like a fake guy who was just dragging me along. This person actually shipped something to me. Okay, that's cool. But again, it could be anything. And the other thing is, this person shipped via USPS. USPS essentially gives you zero info about what's coming to your house. I'm not even kidding. They won't even tell you the size of the package, the weight, nothing. They just say, here's a tracking number, it's coming. That's it. It's pathetic. They really should do a better job. Any other company, FedEx, UPS, they'll give you information about the package coming to your house. USPS gives you nothing, all right? So I didn't know what was coming. It could have literally been a greeting card. I opened it up and said, tough luck, motherfucker. You're a gullible idiot. I didn't know what was happening, okay? So, all of a sudden, overnight, I got an email, because I had signed up for email updates for this thing. Overnight, I got an email that said, oh, it's actually arrived in Washington State, and you will probably be getting it on Monday. Didn't say when, but it says you'll probably be getting it on Monday. So I said, oh. So, obviously, I was getting a little excited, and I was like, let me post up on my social media about a possible surprise tomorrow, because I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know. This could be completely fake, but let's just see. So I posted up about the possible surprise, and of course, that led everyone to do insane speculation about what it could be. Some people saying, oh, it could be Jasper got a cat pregnant. Like some ridiculous shit. Like, what are these people talking about? They can be the most ridiculous things, right? So anyway, this morning I get another email stating the package will be delivered between 8 a.m. and noon. I was like, wow, that's perfect. Because if it actually does get delivered, then I can tell everyone for real if it's for real. And if it is real, then that means, holy crap, we're going to have fun today, because I'm going to be able to cover the Xbox Series X. I mean, better, you know what they say, better late than never. I didn't get it in November when it was new, but at least I'll be able to cover this console now, which I have not been able to touch or cover in how many months, right? It'll be something new and interesting. Okay? So, it arrived, like, moments ago. That's why I just took the break. The USPS drove up and delivered it, and I had to dodge between the elephants that were outside, okay? So it was a little tough. It's actually a little wet because the elephants were spraying everywhere. But I dried it off, and I can confirm with you that it's real. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could be patient here for a second. Ah! Fuck. That's not what I meant to do. I clicked the wrong... Well, actually, I didn't click the wrong thing, but I didn't realize that it was set up like that. Hold on. Because this is all on the fly. This is, Here we go. So, I can confirm with you... It's real. It's damn real. It's here. And I actually untaped it and opened it just to make sure the console was in there, because I was like, what are the chances I open it and there's like a brick in there? No, it's really in there. So, without giving any specifics or names, thank you so much to the person who just donated this. Because this is going to, as we've talked about, alright, this is going to... Did my camera just freeze? Well, it did. My camera froze and unfroze. Did you see that? The hell was that? I don't know why my camera froze and unfroze. This is going to add a whole new level of content to my streams. Alright? Because, why? Game Pass, man. Seriously, Game Pass is going to completely add to the content that I'm doing here. Okay? Pretty good. Alright? And I'm excited about that because, as you know, with Game Pass, there's going to be so many games coming out that I'm not going to have to pay full price for. I'll be able to check out games that I normally wouldn't have gotten because I don't have to pay for them. It's just $15 a month for Game Pass, right? But in addition to that, all the Xbox exclusives now I'm going to be able to play at launch. And the idea that we had, which was, we just brainstormed this over the last couple of months, the idea was I could do Game Pass nights. What we'll do is one night a week, sit down and look at Game Pass and pick out, say, like 5 games that look good. And then one night, if it's a random night I have nothing to do, I can sit there and play some of the games. You know, check out these games on Game Pass that I, otherwise wouldn't have checked out. Otherwise, I just never would have played them, right? So because of Game Pass, this is going to change the way that I make content. I mean, seriously. I've been talking about this all year, how long-term Game Pass is going to actually benefit gamers and content creators. No more risk with getting a game under Game Pass because it's all including, right? So, here we go. This is cool. I'm very excited. Now, let's talk because this is changing what I'm doing today, all right? Originally, today's schedule was going to be as follows. It was going to be Fallout New Vegas on the first stream, and then on the late stream, I was going to do an MLB The Show 21 chill stream. No, we're changing that. The first stream, I'm now going to go wrestle elephants outside. So we're going to have a live IRL stream out in the street where I'm going to be fighting the elephants for about 2-3 hours. It'll be pretty exciting. It's the first time I've ever done that kind of content. All right, no. The first stream, I'm still going to be doing Fallout New Vegas. That hasn't changed. Why would I not play Fallout New Vegas on the main stream? It doesn't make any sense. Let's get good progress. Let's have a nice chill stream like always. But tonight's late stream, tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I'll be live unboxing this because I have not opened it. I just opened it to see if it was in there. I closed it right back up. Live unboxing. Live hooking up. I have to actually rearrange my shit now that I'm looking at this. I guess what I'm going to have to do is move my PS4 Pro. Just get it out of there because I don't really need it anymore. Everything goes through the PS5 now. So I'll move the PS4 Pro. Well, yeah. Because if I move the PS4 Pro, then I could put the PS3 where the PS4 Pro is. And then this Xbox Series X can go next to the PS5 on the bottom floor there. Yeah, the bottom level of my... Well, I had to wipe it. It's so dirty. Oh, God, I have so much dust over there. Ooh. Ooh. It's pretty dirty. Okay. So, yes, tonight's late stream will be the unboxing, live hookup, and initial exploration of the Xbox Series X. That's going to be tonight's late stream. Okay? Now, tomorrow, we got some options. Alright? Tomorrow, I can either do Mass Effect 3 like I was going to do normally, or we can just say, delay the Mass Effect stream, let's do an Xbox stream. Where basically I kind of mess around with it. I jump online, we see what's under Game Pass. I'm going to join Game Pass for sure. I'm going to join Game Pass now. It's a no-brainer that I do so. Okay? So we jump online, we see what's available under Game Pass, maybe even try out a few games under Game Pass and compare them with how those games, say, performed on PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like, I think we could do a whole kind of Xbox exploration stream tomorrow as the main gameplay stream. All right? If I had absolutely 100% known this was coming today, I would have had this as the main stream today, but I didn't know if it was real, and I certainly didn't want to waste everyone's time and then screw my schedule up. Plus, there's people who really like the Fallout playthrough, including me, all right? And I didn't want to screw up today's schedule for those people, all right? So that's the plan. The plan is, right now, today's first stream will still be Fallout New Vegas. The late stream, I will live unbox, live hook up, and do initial explorations of the Xbox Series X. Tomorrow's mainstream, we will actually dive deep into the console. Check out what games are available under Game Pass. I'll sign up for Game Pass Live, do all that, check it out, download some games, see, well, gee, how fast is the internet speed, downloading games and shit. Try a few games, see how they run, see how they look on the console, okay? And the cool thing about this is, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I get to stream at 1080p 60 frames per second, so you get to see the true quality at launch, unlike PS5, where I was stuck doing 720p for Twitch, right? Pretty damn cool, all right? So, again, thank you to the person who donated this. I'm not going to reveal any personal information about them because I get the feeling they don't want to be harassed online. Thank you so much to the person who did donate this, all right? So, wow, this is awesome. This is different. This is something new and exciting for me. Instead of just doing the same stuff I was going to do this week, now this opens up possibilities of all the content that I'm going to be doing moving forward. It really does. With Game Pass, literally blows the door. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Later this month, I get to play it. How cool is that? I said, wow, what a cool chill stream that would be to play Microsoft Flight Simulator, and now I get to play it because I have the console. Next month, there's so many games under Game Pass next month. Hades, 12 Minutes, Psychonauts 2 are just the 3 popping into my head that are going to be available because of Game Pass instead of me having to pay all that money to buy each one, and they're all going to run at incredibly high quality, right? It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. All right, so thank you again to the person who did this. I mean, you really went out of your way to help me out, and I'm going to send a personal message to this person later today to say thank you so much, because, you know, it's very hard. We were so skeptical. I was incredibly skeptical that this was real. I thought this was going to be baloney, and it's actually real, and that's fucking awesome. Okay? Okay. Yes, I'm aware you can play the same games as on your Xbox One on this. I know that. That's why I'm going to start, as of tonight, hook it up, and then what we can do is try to continue the playthroughs. I don't know how it works with the cloud saving with Xbox One. Like, I don't know with Fallout New Vegas if I'd be able to upload, like, my game saves to the cloud and then re-download them so that I could continue on this console. I don't know how that works. Obviously, I know how it works for PS4 to PS5 on the PS5, but I don't know if that works with older games. Like, this is an Xbox 360 game that I'm playing on the Xbox One. I don't know if that'll work on this one or not. We'll have to think about that and try to figure it out, okay? All right, now, before I get too ahead of myself, all right? It doesn't matter what I say and do. Some people will always believe me, and some people will always disbelieve me, and some people are always on the fence. No, I didn't buy this. I don't have money for this. I do not have money for this console. I didn't buy it. I tell you 100% up front, I did not fucking buy this thing. I don't have money for it. This month has been the tightest month financially for me in a many, many months. Every day I rely on your tips to even just pay my bills. No, I didn't drop money on this or anything like that. I did not pay $1 for it. It showed up today as a result of a fan donation. People will say otherwise. They'll say, oh, you see, he bought it and shit. I didn't buy anything. I don't have money for it. Well, trust me, if I had money, all right, there'd be many things I'd be doing right now, like paying my fucking bills so I don't have to tell you guys every day, please tip me, please tip me, please tip me. I'd be paying my utility bills and paying my fucking back taxes and not having to worry about, oh my God, I don't have money to pay my bills for the next 2 weeks. So people are just fucking assholes. They're going to say whatever they want. Believe whatever you want. I didn't pay $1 for this, and my fans are actually going to believe me because they realize I'm not a scumbag, while other people just say everything they possibly can to make me look bad. Fuck you. You have no evidence of anything because it's not true. I didn't pay anything for this. I didn't have any money to spend on it. Okay? Okay. All right, let's get this out of the way and let's continue with the pre-stream, because I actually have a lot to talk about on pre-stream today. We have game news and all kinds of stuff going on. So I'll go ahead and I'll put this over here to the side, and we'll deal with this tonight on the late stream. All right. Very nice. Ugh. All right, guys. Oh, let's see here. Jack Biors did a super chat. He says, how do you know the box isn't empty or filled with poo? I just said, downstairs, I took the stickers off the box and just opened it briefly to see if the console was in there. It was. And then I saw the box with the accessories. I pulled it out. Look, the accessories are in there. I put it back in. And we're going to do a real unboxing later tonight. Okay? So there you go. My nose is itching me. Ah. Okay. So, exciting night later tonight and tomorrow. Like I said, tonight we'll do the hookup, the unboxing, the hookup, the initial exploration. Tomorrow we'll do a full stream of Xbox Series X fun. We'll be checking out games under Game Pass and doing fun stuff on the main gameplay stream. So, wow, this week's schedule just completely flipped, huh? Pretty cool. Thank you, Jack. Some tips came in too. Let me do some shout outs for these tips. Okay. Hold on. Let me, I gotta get Jack up here on the leaderboard. Thank you, Jack, for the latest super chat. So Viper Higgins, actually, hold on. Overnight, I got a couple of tips. Alfred Aponte tipped me $2.30 overnight. Said, morning, Phil, for your push-ups last night on the Danganronpa stream. Thank you very much, Alfred, for that. What a hilarious debacle that I jump down and I do 25 push-ups and people want to debate. I didn't do it, but who gives a fuck? Viper Higgins tipped me $4.20. It said, Italy won the Euro 2020 finals last night against England. Pretty big deal. There's celebrations worldwide. Seeing as you're half Italian, are you going to bother to mention it? Well, I just did. And congratulations to Italy. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't care about soccer. Okay? All right. Snow Carl tipped $1.30. Now, this is the first tip of the day. He says, congrats on the Xbox Series X. Please tell all these idiots, trolls, and conspiracy theorists in the chat, it's impossible for you to have used any marathon money from Saturday to buy the console. It wouldn't have shown up today. You're right. And anyone who says that is a fucking liar and is trying to slander or defame me and will be permanently banned from the chat. So go right ahead. I'm waiting for the first person to say something stupid like that so I can ban your fucking dumb ass. Right? I mean, how dumb can you be? You think that I got some funds on Sunday and magically overnight I somehow bought an Xbox that got delivered in one day? You may be a fucking idiot. Actually, you just are an idiot. Like, you're not maybe an idiot. You legitimately are stupid. So go ahead and make your shit up with no logical sense whatsoever. Alright? No logical sense whatsoever. Go fuck yourself. I don't care about you. You're out of here. I just banned one of them. So, Snow Carl is 100% dead on correct with that one. Alberto Ponte tipped me $5.30. He says, Phil, I'm happy for you. In reality, it's normal. Both you and Kat were skeptical. Bro, good things happen to good people. Thank you, Alfred. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, sadly, with the amount of trolling that's happened to me in the last many years, I have to be skeptical. It's like I told you, for this one person who was truthful over the last 2-3 years, I probably had, no lie, probably about 30-40 people who all contacted me and were like, oh, Phil, I'd like to help you out in this way. I'd like to help you out in this way. And then after, you know, talking with them for about a week or two, when it comes to the point where they claim they're going to help, they say, gout, 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 fatty, fat, fuck. Oh, so you're 4 years old. I understand. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't believe this shit anymore. I just don't. Like, I don't believe that good things can happen to me because I've been conditioned to think otherwise by bad things happening to me. So when something like this happens to me, I'm like, it's kind of like, it's hard to believe that this is here sitting next to me right now. Like, literally, it's very difficult for me to look at that box and think that it's really there because I don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, but it is. It's here. You know? So, thank you. Thank you very much to this person. Again, I'll write a message later today to this person personally. Timbo sliced to me $1.30. Said Fallout New Vegas does work on the Series X. I'm playing it now. Oh, that's cool. But here's the question. Can you transfer your save? Is there a way for me to transfer my saves, right, from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series X? Because there is, then there is no reason for me to have my Xbox One anymore, right? As soon as I get this thing up and running, I get Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass enabled, there's zero reason for me to have my Xbox One anymore. But the question is, you know, can I transfer my save files over? Because I don't know if I can or not. Okay. I guess we'll find out. I gotta figure it out. I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna do this all together. We're trying to figure shit out. So, Choco Boko has tipped me $5 and says, aha, I knew you had a history of wrestling when you were talking about the elephants outside your house. I have to ask, have you ever wrestled with pros like Mike Hagar or Zangief? Yes. We actually had this amazing triple threat match. No, obviously I'm just being silly about stuff, but Mike Hagar, of course, one of the main characters of Final Fight, the Mayor. He became known as the Mayor virally when he was part of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but I knew him from back in the 90s, Final Fight days. And of course, Zangief, everyone knows, the historic grappler from Mazarasha in Street Fighter. Right? Very nice. Okay. All right. Very, very nice. Okay, now. Let's continue on. Now, here's the thing. By the way, guys, and I'm just going to say this publicly quickly before we get, because I have game news I want to talk about before we get to today's Fallout stream. So I publicly want to say something. First of all, obviously, thank you to everyone who supports me. Thank you to everyone who has tipped, who has super chatted, became a member, and of course, to anyone who over the years has helped me. I mean, again, the reason my streams are successful is because of you. Actually, I should go to the camera for this one. The reason my streams are successful is because of you. Yes, because I'm here every day and I have work ethic and I put out fun streams for you guys, but it's because of you and your interaction with me, your participation, and your support of me that my streams are as good as they are and that they still are as good and consistently good as they are after 13 years. In the last few years, things have been so financially tight for me. The PlayStation 4 Pro that I used for the longest time now is because of you guys. The TV I'm using is because of you guys. The controller, the extra controller that I have for PS5 is because of you guys. So much stuff around here is because you guys support me and help me, and I really appreciate that. Now, this is just the next step. We're going to get so much content out of this Xbox Series X. As long as it works. Now that I'm saying this, I should knock on wood. As long as it works, we're going to get tons of content out of this Xbox Series X. Thank you so much for that, all right? And there were a few people who behind the scenes actually were other people who said they were going to work to get me an Xbox Series X as early as this month. They were saying, it's hard to get, and they were going to try to buy one, but it's a pain in the ass because, again, to get these consoles, you have to sit in queues. You have to try to rush to websites in the middle of the night and try to jump online, Walmart, Best Buy, Target, and try to buy these things online to even get them. Thank you to those people who said they were going to put in that effort to try to do that for me. At this point, it looks like we're in the clear. It looks like tonight we're going to be good. Check this thing out. As long as it works, we're good. All right? Thank you for that. I appreciate those who said they were going to put in that effort, because there's actually one or two people who are actually longtime viewers and fans of mine, longtime supporters, who said they were going to try to do this for me this month. Now it's not needed anymore. Thank goodness, right? That's awesome. All right? And thank you again for that. Okay? Now, very matter-of-factly, all right? I'm not exaggerating. I'm not joking. This is not me, saying things that's I don't even know how to say it. Right now, the best way to help me is by tipping me. I need tips in the next week to week and a half to pay bills. I'm not kidding. There's bills that will not get paid if I don't make my tips calls. So if you're someone who's been holding out thinking, man, behind the scenes, maybe I'll help fill out with this or this. Well, now I've got the Xbox Series X. Please, if you could tip me to help me out, that's the next best thing. I need this right now. In fact, honestly, the tips would have been better than this because I need them right now. All right. So I tell you guys every day, I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to exaggerate. I need the help. So if you can tip me during these live streams in the next week or so, please do, to get through this tough time. All right. We're going to be having a lot of fun with this console, but in the back of my mind, it ain't going to be so fun if I'm thinking I can't pay my bills. All right. So I'm just saying this because I know for a fact there was like at least 2 people who were longtime supporters who were like, I'm going to get you an Xbox Series X. Like, that's great, but now I have one. Please help out in another way if you can. Okay? No pressure, but if you can, please do. Fair enough? Okay. All right. Now, let us now get back to the subject at hand, which is my pre-stream. I got a couple shout-outs to do here, and then we're going to do news stories, and then we're going to jump into Fallout New Vegas. Okay? All right. So JadFX did 2 tips. The first $1.30 tip, he says, set up the console now. You can download Fallout and play instantaneously. No, I can't, because I have to do file transfers. I have to register the console with Microsoft. I have to sign up for Game Pass. I have a million things I got to do. I'm not doing that now. We're going to have a nice, full, fun stream of Fallout New Vegas like normal. This is not going to affect my normal gameplay stream. We're not going to jump the gun with hype and everything. Later tonight, we will unbox it and do all of that stuff. That's what the late stream will be for. Tomorrow, we'll have a nice, full, fun stream of exploring the console, playing games on it, etc. We're not going to go crazy here. We're just going to do a normal stream like I should. Okay? Okay? Okay. Jada F did another $1 tip and says, do a poll to see if we want the console unboxing. No, we're not doing that. Boy, I understand you guys are hyped. I'm hyped too. I'm really hyped. I can't wait to start using this thing. But you got to be patient. In life, sometimes it's about patience too. Okay? You got to be a little patient here. Fair enough? All right. Thank you. Michael Jordan tipped me $2. Says, I'm not a big Xbox fan, but I must admit the value of Game Pass is ridiculous. I completely agree with you. I'm not hype about the Xbox Series X because of exclusives. I'm not really hype about it because of graphical performance. I'm hype because Game Pass. I'm going to be able to get so many new releases under Game Pass without having to spend money on them. And then on top of that, right, I'm going to have access to all these games that normally I would not play. This, you know how there's, all right, I'm going to be honest with everyone. All right, I got to put the camera on again. I'm jealous. I'm fucking jealous. And I usually don't admit when I'm jealous. I'm jealous. You want to know why I'm jealous? Because there's content creators out there who make a lot more money than me. They're in a lot better financial position than me. And they're able to put on much better variety of content on their streams because of that. Because they have the financial flexibility to just drop money on a game whenever they want. They can play any indie game whenever it comes out. And then there's no risk to them. They can drop $50 today on a game they never heard of, play it for an hour. If they hate it, never play it again. They have that money to blow. I don't. I'm a guy who I'm in a position where I have to literally pick and choose each and everything that I do on stream for financial viability, as well as if I'm interested in it and if my audience will like it. That sucks. that puts me at a monstrous disadvantage as a variety content creator. I want to be able to just delve into whatever's out there without having a financial risk involved in it. But I mean, the reality for me is that's the truth, is that financially I have to pick and choose and be careful about every little thing I do because of my financial constraints of my life. Okay? This console is going to allow me to check out things that normally I never would have. It's going to give me that flexibility under the Game Pass value. I mean, Game Pass is really big picture thinking. It is. It's big picture thinking. We don't care about the individual microtransaction of people buying a specific game. We care more about the big picture. People are doing a subscription service, and we'll just make money by so many people being under the subscription service. We don't need to do the $60, $70 transaction here or there. Microsoft knows what they're doing. They do. They know what they're doing. Now all Microsoft needs is to put some really great exclusives on this console, and they are in position to dominate this console generation. But they need to get there. They have nothing right now. They have the Medium. That's it. They have nothing else. And Medium is going to be on its PlayStation in, 2 months? So they have no console exclusives to make people rush out and buy this yet. But coming up in the next few months, dude, you want to know what game I'm actually really stoked about right now? Forza Horizon. Because I played the last 2 of them. I went into them not knowing what to expect. Those games were amazingly fun, chill games. Some of the best chill playthroughs I've done over the last several years. And now I get to experience them 60 frames per second, the best quality with you guys. Like, I'm stoked about this. So I'm really excited. Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming out later this month. I don't know anything about the franchise, but apparently there's a casualized mode for it where you could just fly over stuff. And it's going to be chill. Dude, again, this console is going to open up avenues of content that we have not experienced before. And that's amazing because, again, I've been the guy who's been so limited to what he can do as a content creator over the last many years because of my financial constraints. Again, other content creators are rolling in money and they don't care. They can buy whatever the fuck they want and do whatever they want. I can't do that. But now I'm going to have some flexibility because of this. So thank you again to the person who donated it. Thank you to everyone who supports my streams and makes this stuff happen, man. Seriously. Okay. Let's continue on here. I got more. Wow. Holy crap. Jack V to the $50 tip. He says, you can go, Phil. I just signed up to be a member this morning, but I hope this helps. This tip is real. Thank you, Jack. A $50 tip. Thank you so much for that, man. And I'm going to check because apparently a bunch of memberships have just come in. A ton just came in. Holy crap. I have to double check on all this now. Returnal tipped me $1.30. Says, could you do a sub-goal giveaway for old consoles now that you have next-gen ones? They'll probably just sit in a closet. No, what I'll do is as follows. I'll hold on to those consoles for a little bit of time. And once that little bit of... Oh, what the hell? I screwed that up. Once that little bit of time expires, to make sure that these consoles, like, for example, this is a new Xbox Series X. It's been sitting around for months. We got to hope it works. All right? As long as it works, and we use it for a few weeks, I'll probably go pawn these, trade them in, do something to get some money from them. Because I need help right now, you know? So, no, I'm not going to be giving them away. I don't have money to pay for shipping. Just to give you guys some perspective, all right? I'm not going to reveal how much it costs to ship this console, this Xbox Series X to me, because I don't want to reveal where this guy lives, but over $50 to ship this console to me. And that was within the United States. Now, can you imagine me trying to ship one of these consoles to you guys? I don't have that money. Sorry. It's not like it used to be 10 years ago when I was rolling in YouTube dollars. I just don't have that kind of funds anymore. Okay? And I'm sorry about that. Atlas Telemon to me $50. Wow, thank you, Atlas Telemon. He says, great seeing people helping you out in different ways. Shout out to the OG LP. Still think the original setup you had was genius for years on the brown couch as we were sitting right next to you. Awesome times and awesome future. Thank you so much, Atlas Telemon. Thank you guys so much today. Again, this is a very positive day. This is a great day right now, man. Things are going to be great. Pretty awesome, huh? No, Big Old Bean, I didn't pay for the shipping. I didn't even know this was real. Like I said, I thought this guy could have been mailing me a greeting card that said, tough luck, sucker. You know? Okay, hold on. We got oh my God. Let me do all these shout-outs. Let me refresh and do shout-outs. So, Paramore 123 became a channel supporter. Thank you, Paramore. Dripster. Oh, let me just keep adding these because I want to make sure that I'm not going to lose the running tally now. So that should be 190. I'm going to have to check on this after because I might have missed a few. Dripster 866 did a super chat. Says, I love your channel, man. Keep up this great work. Thank you so much, Dripster. FBG Duck just became a channel supporter. Thank you, FBG Duck, for joining the channel. Codeman123434 became a channel supporter. Thank you for joining the channel, Codeman. Taylor, Taylor did me a super chat just to insult me. Taylor, you are a miserable waste of human life, and you can go fuck yourself. Let's see here. TX Shooter 50 just did a $4.99 super chat and says, would you consider playing Ace Combat? If it's under Game Pass, yes, because there's no risk to me. You see? With no risk, there's no reason why I wouldn't. Like I said, what we may start doing now, all right, on a regular basis, doing one stream a week, where I'm just trying random stuff off of Game Pass. Like, there's literally no reason why I shouldn't do that. It's included. You know? It's included, so why wouldn't I? Ladies and gentlemen, Gary BKK just tipped me $100. Gary, thank you so much. My God, guys. When it rains, it pours, but you know what? When it's a good rain, a refreshing rain of positivity, I welcome it. Thank you so much, Gary BKK, for a whopping $100 tip, man. We've now hit the tips goal for the stream. I haven't even booted a game. That is pretty outstanding, guys. So, by the way, since we did, I might as well start a vest poll, since I will be wearing a vest today. So, let's see here. I'm trying to think what I just wore recently. The platinum vest. I just wore the platinum vest last night. I wore the denim vest and the beige. So I guess it should be red, blue, denim, and gray. Okay. Yes. And by the way, you guys saw what shirt I'm wearing, right? I am wearing, just to show you guys, my beige shirt. This is the Mushroom Kingdom Pizzeria shirt. So any vest, honestly, should stand out on this one. I don't think there's a single vest that wouldn't stand out with the Mushroom Kingdom shirt. So, cool. Awesome, guys. Okay, keep going. I have news stories to talk about, but I can't get to them. Holy crap. Another super chat just came in. From, oh, crap. It's reloading. So Dripster866 did another super chat and said, sup, man? What's up, Dripster? Thank you again for another. It's a second super chat from Dripster today. Parasolo just did a super chat. Said, big ups to whoever sent you that Xbox Series X. That's a true MVP. I agree. And again, here's the thing, guys. I want you to understand something. I very well know that I have a long-standing fan base of viewers who check out my stuff, but I've always called them the vocal minority. What do I mean by that? Excuse me. That's not what I call them. I call them the silent majority. I said the actual opposite of what I call them. I call them the silent majority, all right? Allow me to explain what I mean by that, okay? I've been around since 2008, okay? There's some people who've been around watching my content since the days when I had a camera pointed at a TV in a dark, cave-like room, echoing sound, terrible visuals. There's people who jumped on when I started doing direct capture. There's people who jumped on during the middle when I started doing live streaming and putting face cam up. There's people who've been with me over so many different iterations and evolutions of my content over the last 13 years, okay? The silent majority are those people who keep me afloat but don't necessarily speak out or talk or become a vocal part of the community. And what I mean by that is there's people out there who love what I do and they will support me when they can, however they can, but you don't know who they are. You know? I have a worldwide viewer base. I have people from all walks of life, all places throughout the globe who come and check out my content. Is it an insanely large millions of people? No. It's a few thousand. But I appreciate those few thousand who've stuck with me over the years and want to see me continue to be able to put out this kind of content regardless of every single hardship that I run against every single stream, right? Because I do. Every day. There's some new hardship. There's some new baloney that I got to go up against. And you guys help me through it, okay? I fully believe that someone like this, donating this console, this is someone who probably behind the scenes loves my stuff, isn't a vocal supporter, isn't someone who anyone would recognize, but says, I want to help out Phil right now because I want to see him do that Game Pass stuff he's talking about. And there you go. So thank you, you know? If anything, there's a difference between someone who's like massively successful. They're successful likely because they are virally successful. You know what I'm saying? Those people up there who are the biggest content creators, who have 1 million followers, there's people who follow them just because they're popular. There's a bandwagon mentality. People say he's good. I think he's good. I'll go support. People throw $1 at those people. They're throwing $1 into a fucking an ocean of dollars that who knows where it goes or what. You know what I mean? When you support this channel, you know directly what you're supporting. This person sent this console. This is directly going to influence my content in a positive way. Because I'm not like them. I'm someone who's a normal person just like you. I'm only here after 13 years because of you. The silent majority of people behind the scenes supporting me all the time, I really appreciate that. And by the way, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate those who are regulars to the chat, who are well-known community members, because those people put themselves at risk coming out, talking publicly, supporting me publicly, and I really do appreciate that because that takes a lot of guts and a lot of balls. With these trolls and shit that are all over the internet, I really appreciate those that have come out vocally to support me in front of the crowds and in front of everyone. But someone like this is amazing. Someone who literally, you know, you look at my videos on YouTube, you're like, Phil only gets like 200-300 viewers on a stream these days. Why do his videos on YouTube still have some thousands of views? Silent majority. They're not, you know, they're not jumping on the streams. They're not vocal, but they're there, you know, and they want to see this continue. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, I think we're good now. I think I've done all the shout outs, in which case I want to talk about some news stories. Actually, Jad F tipped me another $1.30. Says, remember our idea about Game Pass? We want every Sunday DSP Game Pass tries it. Pick random Game Pass games and play multiple of them for 30 to 60 minutes each and pick the best one. Or community poll for maybe a continuous playthrough. Yes, here's what we're going to do. Because the thing is, with Game Pass, you can't just do that because you have to download the games. You see, like, for example, on a Sunday, oh, let's do Game Pass Sunday. So we jump in Game Pass and okay, for an hour and a half, we pick 5 games that are good, but now I have to download them to play them. So what do I do for the second half of the stream, you see? We got to figure out a way to do this. What I was guessing is maybe what we do is one night a week. We take a night stream to pick the games to try, and then on Sunday we actually try them because I've taken the time to download them over the course of those days. That, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. I like the idea, and I'm definitely going to find a way to implement it. I am. Team Terrorhawk says, would I wear a bulletproof or tactical vest? Someone offered to send me a tactical vest as a vest for the streams. I said, yes. I absolutely would wear like a silly tactical vest, you know, not a real bulletproof vest, but like the tactical thing, you know. Yes, that would be one that I would wear. It's silly as hell, but I would do it. Okay? Okay. News stories, because it's already 12:09. Oh my god, it's already 12:09. 3 news stories I want to talk about today. Okay? The first news story is Hideo Kojima has come out publicly to talk about director's cuts in video games, because if you guys haven't noticed in the last couple of weeks, it seems like every effing game under the sun is getting a director's cut. Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and many others are coming out with these director's cuts specials. And these director's cuts essentially don't make sense per what the normal terms of what a director's cut means. Because for those of you who don't know, what director's cut really refers to is in a piece of cinema or a television show, something that's usually film, okay? The director usually is forced to cut down on what they would like as their pure vision for that movie or that television show because of time constraints or maybe because of advertising constraints. There's usually a limitation to what a director can put out, and usually what you see as a final cut of a movie isn't necessarily 100% what that director wanted, but it's the best compromise that they could come to, okay? For production purposes. So with a video game, it's a little different because most times a director of a video game has full control over a game, right? So why would you have a director's cut of a game and say, oh, this is what my true intentions really were for the game? Then why didn't you just put that out originally when the game first came out? It doesn't really seem to make sense, right? Like, for example, the perfect example here is Death Stranding. It was well documented that during the development of Death Stranding, Kojima had full control over the project and was able to put whatever the hell he wanted into it. Sony basically said, you run with it. We think you're a legendary game director and we know you're going to make a hit, so just do it. So Death Stranding is supposed to be exactly what he wanted at release. Okay? So then why is there a Death Stranding director's cut coming out? And some people have actually been criticizing this practice because these director's cuts in a lot of cases are charging money. And people are saying, well, why are you charging me more money for what was the director's original intention? Shouldn't you just give me that for free? So Hideo Kojima actually came out last night on Twitter and responded directly to the critics and said, actually, he doesn't like the term director's cut. What he would actually like to start happening, and I 100% agree with Mr. Kojima here, he says he wants it to be called Director's Plus. Because what this is not a director's cut of a movie or a television show. It's taking content that director kind of wished could have been part of the original game, but they felt that there wasn't enough quality or it wasn't worth delaying the release of the game to add in this additional content. Or in a lot of cases, after a game already releases and now the gamers have their hands on the game, now those gamers are playing the game and giving active feedback to the developers. Oh, I kind of wish the game had this or this or this. And the director, like Mr. Kojima, is like, they're right. This would have been cool if I could have implemented this or this. I didn't think of that. Now I want to do that. So essentially, this is what Kojima is saying. He wants it to be Director's Plus. When you buy Death Stranding Director's Cut, you're really not buying the original uncut vision of what he wanted. You're seeing the next evolution of what he wanted for his game based on gamer feedback and things that he thought of after the fact. You see? So that actually is very interesting. And I completely agree with that sentiment. So if you're a super fan of Death Stranding, you're a super fan of Ghost of Tsushima, you've played the original game, but you want to see what the director of that game would have done if they had more time or after getting feedback, how they would personally improve their game, pay a little bit more money and get that. You see? So I completely kind of agree with Kojima saying this. I just wish this is exactly how these games would have been presented to begin with. Because now what you're seeing is a big flashback from consumers saying, oh, director's cut doesn't make sense. Why are you charging me for this content? This should have been originally in the game. But what Mr. Kojima is saying is, no, there's no way it could have been in the game. This is stuff that was thought of later, but obviously will improve the game. Exactly, Team Ico Gamer. He says, so like revised edition? Exactly. Revised edition or director's plus, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely not a director's cut. But these game publishers are basically using that terminology because it's already established terminology in a creative field, even though that's not really what they're trying to say. Okay? Fair enough? By the way, holy crap, here comes more tips. This is nuts. Snow Carl tipped me $1.30, said, you're one of the strongest and most resilient people on the internet. I don't think anyone on the stream right now can even begin to understand what you go through daily. Are there days of support? Are these days of support will get you through it? And shout out to Only Ice Coffee and Timbo Slides. I mean, days like today certainly are some of the best days for me. And some of the things that motivate me to keep doing what I do and tough through the tough ones. Because, you know, for every great day, there's a bunch of bad ones. But at the same time, I realize at the end of the day that things work out for me because of you guys and your support. So thank you for that. And, you know, yes, you know, when I get a message and says, Phil, today I felt terrible. I tuned into your stream. You cheered me up. I had a great day because of you. Thank you. That makes it worthwhile, man. And then when I see people coming out to support in droves like this, I realize what I do has meaning or you guys wouldn't support it. So thank you. Speaking of which, Atlas Telemon just did another $100 tip. Dude, thank you so much. He says, the fact that people want to end you means you're doing something right. I said many times before, your perseverance is an example of many who struggle. So thank you. No, thank you. Because you're the reason why I can persevere. Your support is the reason why I can persevere. Thank you, man. Jad F tipped another $1.30, says you can use xCloud. It's inside Game Pass Ultimate since 2 weeks ago. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I guess we're going to figure it out, okay? I have no idea what that even fucking means. I don't know how the xCloud works or what it is. Okay, the next news story I want to talk about. Final Fantasy XIV has officially become the most successful MMO out there today. And man, has this game had probably the biggest redemption arc of any video game in history. When Final Fantasy XIV released, what was it, a decade ago? It was a tremendous failure. The game would not run properly. The servers were trash. People fucking hated it. But this game was retooled, redesigned. Remember, they had to re-release The Realm Reborn and all of that. And over the years, the game built itself back up to become a very stable, very, very well-supported MMO. But what's happened is apparently recently, and I don't know because I don't really follow other content creators, I guess there's a few larger scale content creators who finally tried out Final Fantasy XIV for the very first time, and apparently the game has exploded in popularity exponentially. Just listen to this. Final Fantasy XIV has become so successful, there is an upcoming expansion coming out that they are actually saying is one of, if not the biggest pre-selling expansion in MMO history. It's actually pre-sold more copies than any expansion ever in any MMO. And the game is so popular. Currently, the game developers are limiting the amount of people who can buy the game because they say if too many people buy it, there's no way the servers can hold up. They're actually telling you you can't buy the game because we don't want you to have a bad gameplay experience because of overwhelming server capacity. Holy shit. Like, seriously. That is unprecedented. I've never, and you know, not that I follow MMOs, but I've never heard anything like that in the history of games. They're actually saying we're not going to sell any more copies right now because we can't have enough capacity for the game. Holy fuck. So, wow. Congratulations to those guys in that community. Congratulations to the game developers. Again, a game that, like, completely failed at launch, and they were so dedicated to this game that they wanted it to turn around, and now here we are like a decade later, and this game is going to, it looks like it will be the most popular MMO. It's going to overtake every other MMO at this point. Like, there's no stopping it. It's unstoppable. Everyone wants to play it who plays MMOs. It's pretty crazy. All right, the last news story I have for today. Everyone knows about the game Judgment. Game that came out 2 years ago, the spiritual successor to the older style Yakuza games with the combat in the streets of Kamurocho, only it was a detective story rather than a Yakuza story. We all know that the sequel is coming out in a couple of months called Lost Judgment. I'm very excited for the sequel in late September. Judgment was one of my favorite games of 2019, and I cannot wait to play this new one. Okay? Sadly, there is some very bad news. All right? So I don't know if you guys heard this. This is brand new news straight out of Japan today. Okay? Something is going on with the protagonist of the game, the actor who plays the protagonist, the lead detective, okay? I don't know his name off the top of my head, okay? But whoever this is, okay? His talent agency has gotten into a giant legal battle with Sega. That's not good. Why? What is it about? Apparently, now I don't really understand the legal ins and outs of this, because I don't even know if the legal details have been given yet. But apparently his talent agency is telling Sega that apparently, for some reason, they don't want this game or future Judgment games to be made available for sale on Steam. I don't know. I don't understand this. So the talent agency of the main actor of the game is basically in a legal battle with Sega saying don't sell the game on Steam on PC. Now, there's, like I said, there doesn't seem to be any other details, but from just a logical mind thinking about how this stuff works, the only thing I can think of is that the actor who plays the main character basically has a royalties contract with Sega that apparently he's making money off of the sales of the game. Okay? That's what I'm thinking, anyway. And maybe there's something to do with the way that these games are released on PC, that maybe he's not going to get the proper cut that he deserves or something. I don't know. People are saying weird things in the stream chat, like, they're afraid that this guy's going to have nude mods on PC. Nude mod? I don't know if that's the case, dude. I really don't know about that. Yeah, so I don't know, man. To me, you would think it has to be something to do with money. It's not going to be, oh, they're going to make a nude mod of this guy. Who cares about that shit? I think it would be more about when you have sales on a console versus sales on PC, there's different revenue takes, different revenue cuts, and for some reason, they're not agreeing on the revenue that's going to be distributed via the sales on PC. But the problem is, what they're basically saying is, if this continues, this legal battle, this might be the final game, the final judgment game with this character. That if they can't resolve this in an amicable way between Sega and this talent agency, even if Lost Judgment ends up being an insanely good seller, they might have to completely change the game franchise to be someone else, or just cancel the game franchise and start over. That's terrible. Over a stupid legal dispute that's not even clear what it is, right? Oh, really? So Leo Kira says he has more info. He says it's not just about nude mods; it's any mods. The agency that he's with does not allow people that they sign to appear on the internet, even in pictures. They'd be censored out of it. It's actually, you know, in a tweet thread. There's more information. Wow. So essentially, what they're surmising is if this game goes to PC, if people mod the game, they could basically put the character into situations that aren't approved by the talent agency. That is weird. That is seriously weird to me. It's just a video game character. It's not the actual actor. I mean, yes, it's his likeness, but anytime that an actor acts, you're lending your likeness to that of a character, and therefore it becomes the character, right? So, okay, here's an example, okay? I made Project 7 a decade ago. Phil is in Project 7, but the Phil that's in that show is the Phil from the show. That's not really me. That's a character I acted. That wasn't me actually really acting. I wasn't really in the fucking Hideo Kojima's Stealth Land fighting Gaseous Snake. That's a character that was created for the show. So you can mod the character out of it or whatever, and you know what I mean? Like, to me, that makes no sense, because it's almost like the talent agency doesn't understand the difference between a likeness given to a character and the actual likeness of the actor themselves. That is bizarre and illegal. Again, see, here's the problem. This is all about Japanese law. In America, I get the feeling this would be like, what, are you out of your mind? And a judge would throw this out of court and be like, you have no idea what you're talking about. But in Japan, the laws could be completely different. Interesting. Anyway, I really hope it gets cleared up. I certainly wouldn't want Judgment to end because of this. You know what I mean? Like, that would be terrible. Okay. Fears and Dreams tipped me $2. Said, let the positive continue. You deserve it, Phil. Thank you very much to Fears and Dreams for the $2 tip. And then Gary BKK actually tipped me another $10 and actually elaborates a little bit here. Listen to this, guys. So Gary BKK with a $10 tip. Thank you, Gary. He says the following. And hold on, because an asshole just did a super chat who's getting banned. So go fuck yourself. Okay. Gary BKK says the following. I found your channel way back in the day. I was watching a Driver San Francisco playthrough, and I watched your content off and on through the years. I refound you when you played Ghost of Tsushima. I tip every stream that I attend, so that's how actually you'll know how often I'm here. Cool. Gary BKK, thank you. Wow. The support today is outstanding. This is going to help tremendously with my bills, really. Thank you so much. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. This pre-stream went way too long, okay? Incredibly way too fucking long. I need to take a break here. I got to use the restroom. I want to get ready here for Fallout. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll take a 5 to 10 minute break tops. It's not going to be a super long break. Take your opportunity, grab a drink or a snack for yourselves, do whatever you need to do. When I come back, it's a Fallout New Vegas stream, 3+ hours of gameplay like usual, all right? Tonight's late stream is no longer MLB The Show. Tonight on the late stream, I will be unboxing my Xbox Series X. I will be walking you through what it looks like, what I think about it. We'll be setting it up for the first time, getting it working in my setup here. Over here, I'll move the webcam to position so you can see everything I'm doing over there. And get it up and working, possibly get everything hooked up and do stuff, okay? That's tonight's late stream. Now, tomorrow, we'll actually dive deep into the Xbox Series X. I'll probably have Game Pass, and we'll do our very first tour of Game Pass. We'll see what games are actually actively available on there, maybe download a few of them and try them out, and actively compare how those games are running versus, say, maybe some of the same games on Xbox, on PS5, right? See? We'll see. But it's going to be an exciting night tonight. It's going to be an exciting day tomorrow with the Xbox Series X. I'm pumped for this. I hope you guys are too, man. Okay? But Fallout stream first. So let's take a break. By the way, Fireball Axe tipped me $1.30. Thank you very much. He said, first read out my tip. I just did. Thank you, Fireball Axe. Let's take a brief break. When I come back, I'll be invest. I'll be everything going here. And, wait a minute. What is this? Looks like my chat is glitched. I'm going to refresh my chat. My chat glitched because a super chat got stuck. It never disappeared. It was only a $10 super chat, but it never disappeared. Okay. All right. Let's take a break. I'll be back soon with Fallout, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys for your support. See you in a few.